Hi.
We just wanted to talk a little bit about our adventure to New York, which ultimately ends up, spoiler alert, leading us to our current lives in DC.
We traveled to New York from our home in Italy. I filmed this back in April when we were like, oh, should we move to America? Should we not? And plot twist, we moved to America.
Here we are.
Anyways, we're catching up because we moved internationally, but here's our weekend in New York.
Yeah, we gotta go to New York.
Basically, it's almost 9 p.m. in New York, and we finally just got to the hotel. So we are tired, but very excited. But look at our view. We're gonna go find food. But we were so tired, but also so excited. So we were like, we have to at least go get dinner, you know, walk around. And we were in Soho, so we were right next to Little Italy in Chinatown. So we went to a bar and we had to get an American beer. I think we got Coors Light or something, which just tasted like home.
Cheers, baby.
Love you. Welcome to New York. Welcome to America.
Yeah.
Oh, it tastes like home. Funnily enough, it ended up being a bar that Sam Smith had shot a music video in.
Yeah, the Like I Can song, apparently. So.
Yeah. We had made an eating list, and so on that list was Mexican food.
Always.
Yes.
Always makes the top of the list after
Yes.
you've been in Europe for a long time, because there's not any Mexican food in Europe.
No.
Some people will say, yes, there is, but like, show us.
We basically ordered everything on the menu that was vegetarian.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we did. And it was great.
We have burritos, tacos with cactus, and I think mushroom and avocado, chips and guac, and tres leches cake, and horchata.
Horchata. That's dang.
The thing that really stuck out to me, I remember, was the cactus taco.
That was crazy.
Yeah, I'd never had cactus before. So.
Same, I didn't even realize it was an option.
This was the cactus one. That was really good.
The horchata, big fan of horchata, and you can't go wrong.
Yeah. And after that, we were like, we need to go to bed. I am not a 5 a.m. girly, but in New York, I was.
So we ended up staying at the Nomo Soho.
Super nice hotel.
Yeah.
Kiefer is the points guy.
We're Amex holders, and so they had a few different great deals on a couple of the hotels that were out there. If you booked using your Amex Platinum, they gave you some points back, some money back, and some of that stuff.
The view. The view alone.
The view here is incredible.
Oh my. But we ate there for breakfast in the morning because with the points came a complimentary breakfast or $100 to use at the restaurants. So I remember we got the avocado toast and it had kimchi on it. And I had never had that combo before, and it was so good.
Yeah, wild.
The coffee was so bad and the kimchi avocado toast was so good. So balanced. It was a little chilly, we'll admit. We're going up here. Going up the One World Trade Center, and we paid like $10 extra for the tickets, so you get to skip the line and go in this little priority access gate. So we'll see how it goes.
So if you're like us and you bring your coffee in line or whatever, unfortunately you can't bring them up there with you. You do have to throw them away.
Yeah, we're savoring the last sips right now of our $17 coffees. Oh, sad.
Don't lose your coffee like we did.
Yes, drink your coffee first. But one of the coolest parts of this whole thing was actually in the elevator on the way up. I couldn't really watch it because I get really motion sick.
It's such a great 3D render of a whole bunch of different stuff, but it feels, you know, the animations feel like you're going up, down, sideways.
I looked at it for 10 seconds, I was like, I'm gonna throw up, which is wild. Okay, we're up, I think at the 101st floor, or 102nd, we're at the 102nd. And yeah, you get a 360 view of everything. It's super beautiful, it's really clear out. They actually even tell you with the visibility before you come up, so
They give you a cool iPad that has augmented reality on it, so you can see all the landscapes.
Yeah.
And they give you a little story and feedback on most of the prominent buildings. Incredible. The windows are super polished, so you see right through it.
Yeah. That was probably one of my favorite things we did the whole trip.
Me too.
Yeah.
Very, very cool. Highly recommend. Very, very great experience.
All you need is pizza.
Of course, we had to stop for a New York slice. Coming from Italy to New York, we were like, we have to have pizza.
You're getting pizza. Get out of here.
Yeah. What'd you get?
Vodka sauce.
Thank you. Ooh.
So on our way to walk to the Highline, yeah, we stopped into this pizza joint, and it was incredible.
So then we go to the Highline, and I'm actually kind of sad. Like, I was happy we ate the pizza, but we stumbled upon the Chelsea Market.
Oh, no way.
The food market, which connects you right to the Highline. We walked through, and everything looked so good and smelled so good. Highline right now, and we just came through the Chelsea Market. We're gonna walk over to Hudson Yards. A little windy.
We are currently walking the Highline to Hudson Yards. This is an old, resurrected, I guess, railroad track that they've turned into a massive above-ground pedestrian walkway through New York City.
Okay, so here you can see the railroad just along the path.
We've got a couple observation points along the way, so if you come out here, you can actually go out and get like a cool view of the Empire State Building.
Shall we?
Yeah, up to you.
Well, we lost the Empire State Building. Oh, there it is. Just me, I lost it. Wow.
And it's wild, the Highline, I didn't even know it was a real thing until I, playing Spider-Man over and over again.
It's in Spider-Man?
And that was the first time I'd ever seen it. I kept finding this little pedestrian area that you can just like walk across, and it's in the game. And then to see it in real life was just mind-blowing.
People walking behind us, so cool. We don't know what it is, but we like it.
It's a tornado.
No idea what it was. Looked dangerous.
It makes me think of, when Scary Movie makes fun of the ring and the guy sits in the chair and he goes, They have these little window ways where you can just watch the world go by. So they have seats, you just take a seat and you watch the street. It's so wholesome. So it was just such a wholesome thing to do.
It was so cool. It doesn't cost you a dime. You don't have to book any tickets. So you can literally just type in the Highline on your map, walk straight there, get up, and then it's almost like you're walking through a museum, I guess. But like a museum of someone telling you like, and here is New York City, I don't know, just pretty cool.
We had heard we had to go to Hudson Yards.
For sure. So yeah, the Highline, it takes you right there.
And it looks like a space town, like the shed.
Yeah.
When we walked by the shed, I was like, "What? That is not a building.
Yeah.
That was just dropped here."
Yeah, and it just looks like something out of the future, but then you turn to the right and you look over at this huge piece of, it's really just pedestrian art, and it's called the Vessel.
Oh yeah.
And it's just a giant honeycomb structure. It's beautiful. And you can't, it looks like something out of Interstellar, and you're sitting there trying to take the best picture of it in video.
Yeah.
And you just can't quite capture it because it is truly beautiful.
Okay, so we're inside right now. They did close off the floors, but the inside view is still really spectacular. It's something we'll have to come back and walk the floors.
Unfortunately, it was closed due to suicide. Apparently, the structure and the location and things, people were climbing up and jumping off.
I don't know if they'll ever open that again.
I don't know. We'll see. Hopefully. Let us know in the comments if it's open back up.
Yeah.
'Cause, yeah, we'd love to come back out and take a visit. We took a trip to Central Park.
Yes, we went to Central Park, and oh my God, I can remember the exact moment walking through Central Park where I was like, oh my God, was I meant to live here? And I just totally, this is so funny, especially because we were on a trip to find out if we should move to DC. I was like, I don't even want to go to DC. We should just say fuck it all and move to New York.
We got a little tired, so we decided to stop at Central Park and have a pretzel, complete with cheese and mustard, a little water. Beautiful day today.
There's rollerbladers, there's people out on blankets, there's vendors, there's live music. There's so much energy that I was like, I feel like my soul resonates with New York.
It does, yeah.
Fifth Avenue is just like such an iconic street.
Yeah.
Somewhere you have to see.
And we had just such cool weather because a lot of it was a bit hazy, and so as you see in the shots, it just has such a great cinematic look. There's some smoke from the hot dog carts like blowing by, and just New York being New York.
Taxis everywhere, some craziness outside of Trump Tower.
This guy dressed as Donald Trump outside, just rub, you, rub. Rub.
He's guiding traffic.
Slow down the car, you rub.
So funny. And from there, that led us to Rockefeller skating rink.
Yeah.
Where some girl was doing the wildest tricks.
Crushing it over there as an ice skater.
She looked like the tornado at the Highline.
She looked like an Olympian. You know? She was just out there making it happen.
That was really
So we stopped and watched that for a while.
Yes. So we had to go to a New York diner.
Oh yeah.
Oh my God.
Because on that list with Mexican food, every time we come back to America, very high up there, American breakfast.
So we went to this place called Soho Diner. It was so cute, so cool. It looks like music videos need to be filmed in there. And it's open 24 hours a day, and they had good veggie options.
Yeah. It had such a great lighting in there, and you'd have to go in there to see it to believe it. You start to lose what like the color white really looks like. You don't know. It's so orange, but it's a real life filter.
The people who were working behind the counter were literally wearing this shirt.
Yeah.
I thought that was so cute. 10 out of 10 would recommend. Would go back.
Yeah, me too.
Yes. It's pouring. We got a cute I Heart New York umbrella. So, but rainy day, but very fun.
Really, really great experience to go and see.
Yeah, very important to see.
Definitely do that if you're headed to New York City for sure. It was very impactful to just say, no, leave the space there, you know, do it the way that they did. I just, unbelievably like brilliant and somber and, you know, humbling.
As a piece of architecture, it was incredible.
Beautiful.
I had never seen a building like that.
Yeah.
That should be with the shed.
Yeah, I can't wait to come back. Yeah, it was so beautiful.
Yeah, very spiky.
We had gone from there into the metro and went up to another place that was on my list of places to go and visit. It was Washington Square Park.
Yeah, I was looking at this footage and I was like, Kiefer, why the fuck did we go to Washington Square Park?
Listen, hear me out. There's a perfectly good reason that we went to Washington Square Park.
Tell us why we went there. Because I, for the life of me, I couldn't figure it out.
I had seen this in the movie August Rush. So August Rush, as a musician, Loved it, watched it on repeat a million times. And so they have this arch there, and that's where they meet up at. And so, you know, he says, meet me by the arches, and they go down there, and there's musicians and all sorts of stuff. So we stopped and had a coffee and looked at this arch. I'll admit it was not as breathtaking as the Oculus. Okay.
Underwhelming.
But, you know, we can't compare. It's apples and oranges, all right?
Okay. Realized we were going over the Brooklyn Bridge in the wrong direction.
Yep.
So we get off, get back on.
And as we get back on, somehow we get separated. I don't know what happened.
The doors were closing, and Kiefer's like, this is the one, this is the one. And we're like going, and then it like snapped, and I'm like, okay.
See you later, that's right.
And we were like, meet me in Times Square. When I found Kiefer in Times Square, he was on umbrella number 3. And he was so mad.
Oh my god,
he was so wet.
Cold. It's so
cold.
I'm just sitting up like,
yeah.
Is there anywhere dry in this place?
We're in Times Square.
We are. It's cold, it's raining, but it's beautiful.
We're on umbrella number 2 for the day.
This is umbrella number 3.
Oh yeah. Turn around here. There we go. So beautiful. There's something about Times Square in that rain. I know it was freezing, but it was so beautiful.
Magic. All the neon lights that you see, you get them double because they're on the sidewalk. They're on the street. They're bouncing off the cars.
The smoke that's rising. Yeah. That was really, really lovely to see.
So cool.
It was so funny because when we went the first day, for a few minutes we went to the Big Red Steps.
Mm-hmm.
And we were sitting there and just watching people go by and watching the screens, and the person behind us on repeat just kept playing in New York. And then they
said what?
Over and over and over again, literally right in our ears. And I was like, this guy is paid to be here right now.
Oh, so good.
What a character.
It just in the same spot. Like the song didn't play. You would hope that like you'd play the whole song, seconds. But it was just that part over and over. I think he was just New York's biggest hype man.
He was vibing.
So if you're still out there vibing New York, man,
yes.
Like, keep on keeping on. Let people know.
We're all packed up, ready to go. There's Winston. And we're going to DC.
Good morning.
But look at my cute sweatshirt. Did you really go to New York if you didn't get I Heart New York shirt?
Very true. Nobody would believe us. Okay, we've got a half hour before we need to leave. Thanks for joining us. We certainly had a great time, and hope you get out to New York City. Yeah. Stay tuned, and we'll talk to you about Washington, D.C.
Come hang out with us in D.C.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, bye.
Woo!
In New York.
Uh-huh.